Alright, so first I would like to say Kalalal Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. We give the bonus to the apostles and elders of James Christ Stone and to Akimot expressing this truth and sincere to look for elect. Shalom. It's Brother Kanan from James Jamaica with a quick lesson. Yeah, and in this lesson, basically, I really want to make this lesson quick, so just get straight to the point. So basically, to us, I like that that the message that Bob Marley was pushing basically was um, what they call reggae music or rebel music was from the whole idea of the thought and the process that was behind their movement from the get-go was satanic. And I mean, and this is why even today there are so many people from these satanic groups or these LGBT community are drawn to it because the message resonate with them. And I mean, and what is this message? This is the message of do what thou will. And I mean, which goes back to Satanism. And I mean that you are free to do whatever you want, and no one has any rule or guide, or there's no guideline basically, which is basically the license to sin, really. And I mean, because these people oppose anything that is righteousness. So I'm gonna play the video. Like I said, I really want to make the video short, so let me just play it and then get into a few scriptures.
I was really into like, I call it spiritual music, you know, till it get more revolutionized, you know.
How long have you been a Rasta?
Well, I've been a Rasta from ever since, you know, but it's not how long I've been a Rasta, it's how long it takes you to grow up. Because what he is what he is from beginning to the end. It can never change because if you even adapt things later out, you and filter right out. So we're just Rasta from creation, you know. It's not an easy thing to explain in an educated standard way. Still you have people who can do it. But it's a common sense, man. That means when me explain things, me explain it in a very simple way. That means if I explain it to a baby, the baby will understand too, you know. So we rest now, like the Bible. The Bible says, God same shall return as the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conqueror line of a tribe of Judah. And him shall come in a new name. And this new name shall be dreadful among the heathen.
How important are the dreadlocks?
This?
Is that
This is
part
my
of being a
identity,
Rasta?
man. Yeah, this is my identity.
Do you have to have dreadlocks if you're a Rasta?
But if he's a Rasta, then you wouldn't see why you shouldn't have it, because then you don't know freedom is freedom, and you don't have to bow, you do whatever you like. But it's not a thing to say, well, I would like to be a Rasta, but I wouldn't like to have this. You dig?
Mm.
It can't be a thing like that. It have to be a fullness where you yourself know that it's God creator and I don't want no life, no obligation.
All right, so he's basically going again, doing this, do what thou wilt. You see me? Alistair Crowley, which is a Satanist um, mindset. You know what I mean? Do what thou wilt. So you are basically free to rebel against any rules or any laws or whatever, which again in a essence is hypocritical in a sense because they themselves have rules and laws that they would have um, placed out there, but because they still push that energy, you know what I mean, it overshadows a lot of because when people hear about Bob Marley, people think about what? One love, one heart. And you're free to do whatever you want to do. That's and they find someone that's a rebel, right? In a sense. So people that are rebellious and and they're gonna see what he's saying to their own liking. So when you say a man shall not sleep with the next man, um as he with a woman, our woman basically sleep with the next woman, you know what I mean? The same sex thing is not biblical and it's not natural, it's not um according to nature, it doesn't produce life, it's not pro-life, it is anti-life. Um these people rebel against that, you know what I mean? And they see this person as their role model in some sense, which is why today you're finding a lot of these so-called rastas, and I mean that put on this lock said we realize that they are of that sort. They're part of the alphabet crew, because again they stand by the notion that they are free to do whatever they want, and you can dictate and tell them what is right and what is wrong, because you use your own money, use your own, and God make you do whatever you want, and no rules and laws. But there's the rules and laws set by God, and He set men to establish those rules and laws upon the earth. You know what I mean? So this again, Alistair Crowley, way of life, you know what I mean, our satanic method is like the Bible gonna explain right here, right? It says this is Isaiah, this is First Samuel 15 and 23. It says, "For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry." Right? These are as iniquity and idolatry, because really and truly, our people rebel against righteousness. You see me? In most cases, I'm not going to say that every rebel is bad, because even the men of the Lord, they rebel against wickedness. But if you're not aligning your rebellion, or you're rebelling, or what you're rebelling against, according to what God ordains it or says, then you are going against God, which is idolatry, which is iniquity, which is also witchcraft, right? Because thou has rejected the word of the Lord, that's where it comes in, what the Lord says, and not what a man feels in himself, because a man tend to tell himself a lot of things. Bible says your heart is desperately wicked, right? So men of themselves will continuously think wickedness, and if they justify themselves in what they're thinking, they're going to do wicked. Why think so much wickedness upon the earth? No, because people are thinking that they're free to do whatever they want, and they can take things in their own and get things done over their like. But if there was order in a righteous manner, then you wouldn't have so much chaos and problems, right? So it says, "Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he had also rejected thee from being a king." Right, might as well go into Samuel, to Saul, right? Now, what have here, right? Um, so again, this Rasta thing is not off the Bible. It's not all over the year. Say, well, Selassie, we all know that this plain this Bob Marley would have enough common sense. He would have not believed that Selassie and that bullcrap, whatever. But again, people tend to, they say, when the lock hope, or a drowning man catch at a straw, right? So when you're desperate and naive and want something to hold on to, you will take basically whatever is there, a straw. That's what that was basically, right? It says, um "Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy and right, a right seed. O art then turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me." Because this, what he's calling identity, is not an identity. There's no nation that is created by God that is called the nation of Rastas. And they say they're Ethiopians. You are saying that because you're lost, because this black mentality is not, this black has nothing to do with a nationality. No one is black, no one is white. And I mean, these are terms basically aligned to people to create division. And I mean, and to cause confusion, right? Basically, if you're so-called dark skin, which goes back to what being melanated, and I mean brown or dark brown, if you want to put it that way, then they classify you as black, right? Which you're not black. And then they segregate, which is so-called man doing. All these things are so-called man doing nonetheless, but our people take on to it that way. You know what I mean? So Bob Marley was around a lot of people that were evil. If this, that nation of people, the Edomites, look, just check his chart record. He was around those people as well. You know what I mean? And we all know these people get down, or these probably people that push you and whatever. But I'm not trying to be long. So again, because these LGBT people, these rebellious people that wants to promote their way, they see this music and this lifestyle as that, which is why I see the for them putting it here, not for them take on to the style, but they are really against righteousness, and they're against um this. They just believe in the rebellion part of it. That's what they believe. So they say, oh, why you do this? Who tell them Rasta? So why you taking on a culture and a style? Oh, but just different style, because it stands or it pushes the energy off. You are free, like Bob Marley said, to do whatever you want to do, and nobody can tell you nothing. And that's why you see enough of them doing that, right? Because when they watch it, that's what they get. Yeah. So it says the, Isaiah 3 and verse 9, they show up their countenance that witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. And that's what is taking place now. They're gone into this evil further, you know what I mean? Because at least back then, those evil, whatever they were pushing was disgusting from back then, because these that way of life is not the way of the Father. They had some level of righteousness behind it, but no, it's gone down that part. Most people that you can think of as so-called that level is the LGBT people them. You know what I mean? And this is solely because of the spirit of rebellious. Now, like I said, I'm not going to make the video long, so I'm just going to cut it there. I had another precept. All right, let me just read this. 2 Peter 2 and verse 1. Let's start from to read anything, all of that right there. But I'm just going to go to the point. All right, so 2 Peter 2 verse 5, and spare not the whole world, but save Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world, of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, right? So making them an example to those that should live ungodly. These people that are saying that they are so-called whatever, the community, and trying to align themselves with, you're living ungodly, you're of the devil, right? And the Most High is going to destroy you. And what they said here, and deliver just lot vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, right? People that are vexed and sigh and cry for these type of abomination is taking place upon the earth, and trying to destroy our people, tell our boys and girls that they can be the opposite sex from what they are, and they are free to do it like whatever they choose, the same satanic method, rebellious method, right? Most are going to destroy them. For that righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And that's what they want to do. If you're vexed, they want to put you out there as if you're the worst thing, and blacklist you and to condemn you and make your life a living hell, because you are vexed by their dirty ways. They are vexed because you are vexed. They are vexed because you don't embrace them, which is hypocritical, and again satanic, again not of God, right? Which again, can two walk together lest they be agree. So we don't have a problem with that. This is their world. I know that they're going to try to uphold their dirty ways, but again, we just have to keep pushing and fighting for Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, rebelling against Babylon, which is what they should have been doing back then and continuously, in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, and not in the name of Rasta, Selassie, and all that, right? And for that righteous man dwelling among men, seeing among them, in seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with the unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. That's what's going to happen to these people, right? So that is what this was edified. I want to give all praise to Yahbashim Yashai, Bashim, Yahbashim Yashai, Bashim Rakakadash. the Bands the Apostles again. Shalom.